Learn from a real example how your office staff can be innocently deceived into paying bills that are not real. This is episode number 280 of the My Online Toolbox weekly quick tips to help you grow your business with more quality leads, amplifying online marketing with education, strategy, and implementation support too. Last week, we were talking about the difference between hiring a coach and a consultant and making sure you understand the difference because it does impact your destiny. The week before that, we were talking about why to simply avoid the new Facebook threads that came out. And the week before that, we were talking about who provides your marketing advice so you can correctly build your brand over an extended period of time. This week, we're talking about how people get scammed into paying bills. Most are innocently deceived, so we're going to show a real example that we got just at My Online Toolbox to make a point. In the mail, we got this Safe Domain Annual Security Services bill for $319.95. This happens to be a popular one circulating. Many people get the same bill, and it's not a bill. Let me just make it a little bit bigger here so you could see. It even says this is not a bill, but a solicitation. You're not obligated to pay the amount specified unless you choose to accept the offer. Bottom line, it is a scam. It's diplomatically created, but people do pay these bills because your office staff may think it's something that you have signed up for and want to safeguard your information, to safeguard your accounting software, to safeguard your website and so forth. And this is just one example. So you want to take care and make sure that even though one of the people told us, even though they got scammed, they did say, hey, we're really busy, we're growing, and it's only $319. It's not the money. It's the principle of simply paying for something that's invalid in the first place. And whether it's $1 or $1,000 or more, it's irrelevant. You just still need to pay attention to these details and realize that sometimes your office staff may use a credit card and pay something rather quickly in order to think that they're making sure that you're covered and you're not. But even worse than this is all of the people that get scammed when it comes to the perception of thinking that Google is contacting them for whatever the service may be. And we want to keep it simple. First of all, Google will never ask you to provide your password or any sensitive information by email or through a link. Number two, any call that you get from Google will mostly be an unsolicited scammer because you, as well as My Online Toolbox, is not that big to be getting an incoming call, whether you recognize it or not. So go under the assumption that somebody is attempting to steal your identity to do God knows what fraudulently. A lot of times it has something to do with your email account. Even worse is when you have your Google My Business identity stolen, and that becomes even a bigger nuisance to recover. And last but not least is getting emails from Google that have some call to action that's looking for you to click a link or sign into something that may be very smartly duplicated from a real landing page, and it looks super real. We can't get into it in this quick tip on how to identify whether it's real or not, but more than likely if Google contacted you and it looks suspicious, more than likely it's a scam to do even further damage to something that they want to take your identity and possibly charge your account some way that are difficult to be able to prove going forward. Bottom line, just delete it and take it from there. Call an expert and somebody associated with you if you're not sure and think that it possibly may be real, which is very rare, but it does happen. For those of you new to My Online Toolbox, check out the My Online Toolbox Basic Education for more leads. It will change how you see next year and many years out for your marketing opportunities as it relates at least to your website. This is My Online Toolbox, providing weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing, and we want to remind you to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.